Hello everyone, this is Tasuki of Flames and welcome back to yet another Dragon Ball Super episode review. This is going to be for episode 31, which is titled To Zuno-sama as the whereabouts of the Super Dragon Balls. This episode actually had a lot more going for it than last week's episode. Last week all we got was Super Recap Mode. It was only episode 30 and we got the same crap over and over again. Well, this one starts out with Jaco being shown actually going out on patrol in a spaceship, which actually, I don't know, I was mostly mixed on Jaco, maybe more so because I didn't really know a lot about him. I haven't actually read the manga adaptation for Jaco or anything, but actually seeing him in the actual anime itself has made me to where I really like the guy. He's like really funny and quirky and just plain weird and spastic and energetic. He reminds me of like one of the weird I don't know, VR trooper crazy thing bounced off the wall. I don't know how I got VR troopers out of that. I'm sorry, I have no idea where I got that from. Maybe it's something more like Getter Robo, if you even know what that is. It's an anime as well. Getter Robo, New Getter Robo, Armageddon. You know, the really tropey ones. With robots and other kinds of crazy stuff. He just seems like he'd fit right back in as an action hero that's trying to beat up the bad guys, and he's all getting into trouble left and right. Yeah, that's what I do. I go off on tangents, I go out of nowhere. But on his mission, he's actually shown that he's being given a mission to pick up a guy called Burpman. I don't know where they got that name from, but okay, it's like this weird frog-looking guy that apparently has been doing some eating runs. Apparently that's a big deal because he's been doing it constantly, but he doesn't really much care for it. So, in essence, he kind of gets upset about getting all these crappy missions and having to deal with the stress and having to help out Bulma out of nowhere. So he ends up blowing up, I don't know, it looked like kind of like an asteroid to me, but later on it says something about being maybe like a relic or something, so something he accidentally might have hit. I wasn't paying enough attention, it's weird, but apparently he was going to get in trouble for it because he immediately got on the station, or the horn, whatever you want to say, with his superiors that were wondering what happened. There was an explosion, and he didn't know what to do. He's like, oh my god, he just did it to make himself feel better, you know, relieve stress like you do with video games, but he went a little overboard. So the only thing he could think of is blaming Burtman. It's like, oh, it's him, I'm after him, I'm right on his tail. So you get them going. After that, he zooms out of there towards Bulma's place. When he actually gets to Bulma's place, they're talking left and right, trying to figure out if he knows any way for them to locate the Super Dragon Balls. He doesn't seem to have any idea whatsoever about him. He's saying that the only place that he patrols is in the Milky Way galaxy, so he's not gonna see a lot of that. But he's saying that he can't really help, but it seems like he may have an idea. But since Vegeta doesn't think he's gonna be of help and can't do anything, he tries to weasel his way out. And he also makes a wisecrack about Bulma's age, her, you know, getting up in age, and she knocks the living crap out of him. So that does not end well for him. They immediately have a rapport that you can see, because she could have done damage. Well, I don't know if she could have, but you know what I mean. They get along, but since they've known each other since they were young, they have that kind of rapport. I mean, she has the same thing with some other people, but getting back to the story, you have where he actually Jaco brings up that he might know some way to find the Super Dragon Balls, or a person. He mentions a planet that's not too far away. I don't know how logical that is, but it has a person called Zuno who knows everything. And Bulma wants to know if he'll know that. He said he knows everything, so yes, he would obviously know that. On the way out, because Bulma is the only one that's actually going to be going to see Zuno with Jaco in his ship. And Vegeta warns Jaco not to try anything funny with Bulma, or probably something bad's gonna happen. I thought that was funny. Vegeta being protective, like Jaco's gonna try something, but he doesn't take it well. Jaco just wants to make a joke again, like me, making gestures like me. There's no way I'm gonna do anything with her. She's an old woman, and he gets to live a crappy at him again, and they fly and head towards Zuno's place right again after that, and they immediately head out. So you're just left with Vegeta and Goku talking a bit, and it is mentioned that both Goku and Vegeta both have really strong-willed wives, which obviously between Chi-Chi and Bulma, they are very headstrong. And Vegeta said that all Saiyan women are strong-willed, which I thought was weird. They're not saying women, but maybe he means that most of the time when Saiyans choose a woman to be with, they choose ones that are strong-willed, because Vegeta said he has no problem with it. I guess he actually likes that, which makes sense. The best part of this is Piccolo freaks out. He's like, oh my god, like he just found $100 on the ground. He's like, I finally get it. Okay. You should see the expression on his face. This is priceless. I'm like, where did that come from exactly? This is awesome. You should watch the episode just for that one scene, if nothing else, because it is awesome to see him, Piccolo, freaking out like that. Anyway, after that takes place, you got Bulma and Jaco finally landing on the new planet to try to meet Zuno. Immediately, the attendants kind of look like what you would expect Zuno to look like, so they, Bulma thinks that that's them, but they say that no, that's not them. And we find out very quickly that they cannot see Zuno. You have to have a reservation. And guess what? They do not have that. And Bulma is not too happy about that. To that degree, you find out that it actually takes 7 years before they could actually get a reservation. And that's not going to help them whatsoever. One part I forgot to mention real quick that I should throw in there before I let it slip my mind again is there was a funny scene on the way to the planet when they were getting close where Bulma is all over Jaco for being dumped by his girlfriend because she has a feeling about him, and he doesn't take it very well, and so he actually makes his ship go extremely fast to scare the crap out of Bulma, which it works, but it also makes him sick, so it's a double-edged sword on that. And we also get a flashback right before they get to the planet showing Bulma as a kid flying Jaco's spaceship. And she's catching on to it real fast, but even better, we get our first, at least anime version look of Tights herself in that clip. So I thought that was a really cool flashback to see. Even though it was a short clip, I'm actually hoping to actually get to meet Tights, like face to face. Bulma and Tights back together sometimes. That would be interesting to see, not just flashbacks. So we can see what her character is actually like, flesh it out some more. All we got is there is the manga which she's in, but I haven't read that. I don't know if that's even been translated to English yet. I don't think it has. I'm not 100% on that. Don't take that from me. I'm just kind of guessing on that. But after getting back to where I left off, they find out it's going to be 7 years, and that's not going to work out. But plot twist, it just so happens the next person in line is that very same Burp Man who Jaco was looking for. But he's not so quick to apprehend him just because he thinks doing that might get him caught for blowing up that relic or monument or whatever it was. But when Bulma actually accepts that they're not going to get it and is going to walk away, he actually stops Burpman and lets him know that he does know who he is. and he actually shows us some of his skills and completely takes Bertman out, all karate style. After that, the attendants are very grateful to Jaco, and they allow them to see Zuno right away, no reservation needed. They just write them right in for saving their lives. Once they actually meet Zuno, Zuno is just a much bigger version of the rest of them. And we find out that to get your answers, to find out how many questions you can get, you have to provide an offering. Apparently that is kissing them on the cheek, because Jaco kissed him on the cheek, and apparently he's very analytical about the kiss, and you're like, since you're a male, blah 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 blah, you get one question. And Jaco wastes this question, proving how much knowledge Zuno has by asking the size of Bulma's breast, which points out that they have actually shrunk a bit from before, and they're now sagging a bit, which Bulma doesn't like very much, and that puts her in a peeved mood to start off with. So when she finally goes to actually make her wishes, she wastes not wishes, 3 wishes, 3 questions, whatever. When she finally asks her question, the first one is like a complete waste of it, because she's still riled up about her boobs sagging, and that question goes to waste. Now the very next question is actually a good question. She wants to find out everything that he knows about the Super Dragon Balls. And we find out that the Super Dragon Balls were actually created by the Dragon God Salama in year 41, and the size of them, we find out they're spread across Universe 6 and 7, and that they also have like the star marks on them, and you can see them from any angle, and a bunch of other random nonsense about them. And he's talking super fast, and Bulma has to break out a notepad to write it all down real quick as fast as possible, trying to keep up with it. After that question's done, Bulma completely wastes the last one by asking a redundant question about if she really has to say pretty peas when she summons the dragon, because that's a weird way you have to summon the dragon. Like, come on, God Salama, pretty peas. I don't know why you have to ask it, but she wastes her question. She tries to get more, but it does not work out in their favor, and they get kicked out. When they get back, talking to Goku and Vegeta, it is found out, at least by Vegeta, after it's told that they're spread across Universe 6 and 7, those Super Dragon Balls, that obviously Champa's been sneaking into Universe 7 to have got the other Dragon Balls that he did get. And obviously Beerus wouldn't like that too much. At the same time, Goku brings up out of nowhere, it's like, Bulma, is it really true that her boobs are sagging? So she screams out, she's pissed off at Jaco, but he's already freaking gone, flown away, and he's gonna have to deal with the fact that he has to find a way to answer why he wasted his wish. I mean, not his wish, I keep saying wishes. This question with Zuno that could have been used for something a lot better for the Galactic Patrol on a boob question, which I don't think is a waste at all. It is awesome. Would do again, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The episode preview for the next episode is actually showing some training with Vegeta and Goku for the tournament, I assume. And also, it's showing the Universe 6 fighters and Goku being all hyped up to meet Monaka. And that is how this episode comes to a close. Overall, it was a very good episode. We actually get something new after the bad taste the last episode put in my mouth. This actually was much better. We got a lore expanded. We got some new characters. We got to meet Jaco again in the actual anime versus the movie, and it was very good overall. With the next episode coming to actually start beginning the Universe 6 arc in earnest. Well, anyway, if you like this review, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!